What you doing?
It's poop day.
Poop day, eh?
Yep. Every 2 Sundays.
That's about right. So every other Sunday we've been doing this.
Yep. Sure have. So, why don't you explain to everybody what we're about to do?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, it's what we do. Every other Sundays we have to hit the gloves first. Because it's kind of a sanitary thing.
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
So we go and we have to dump tanks that hold nothing but what your body excretes.
Oh, you ain't gonna be all professional.
You told me you didn't want me to cuss.
You don't have to cuss, but you can call them poop tanks.
Well, that's what they are. They're poop tanks.
The
Pee
poop tanks.
and poop.
And ours has 2 of them.
Yeah, it's really gross and it smells horrendous. But it is what it is. You didn't even give me gloves.
We haven't started yet.
Did you see that? There's a bug on the lens. Yeah. So we come over here and that is the external tank. So we, instead of having to drive this big monster up there every time you do this, you unload the tank into the external tank and then you take it up and you let it fly. It's really gross, but I'm gonna do it twice as soon as you give me some gloves, because I ain't about to touch this without gloves.
I gotta get some more gloves off of Amazon.
Thanks, babe.
Oh.
You need the thingy-mabobber.
So for any of those of you that RV, if you're at a spot and you have an external tank, one of the things I highly recommend doing, not only just to transport your hose in, because a lot of people have the back bumpers with the sleeve that the hose fits in, and that's just heaven for bees and stuff like that, dirt daubers. So one of the things I did a long time ago is I bought this container with a nice sealable lid just to keep everything in here. I always wash it anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But what it does is it allows you to put this under the connection that we're about to make to transfill from the holding tanks into this tank, and it just allows your spillage. That's like one of the biggest mistakes most people make, is they don't put anything down. They don't think about, like, no matter how good at this you are, how many times you've done it, like, you can't help it. Some of it is going to hit the ground. So get just a plastic tote tank to keep your hose in when you're not, or when you're doing the process. Put it under your thing. That way the spillage can go in this, and then you don't have your friends and family coming over wanting to know what died because you let it leak. You let it leak out from underneath the camper.
It does. It smells so bad.
So there's nothing clean about it. You know, for those that stay at a RV resort and have asphalt everywhere, I wish we had that luxury, but the campsite that I've got has dirt. So hit that gray tank. Always shut your gray tank off first. And then once you got the gray tank, like I said, you want to get this ready. So this particular RV park that we're at does not have full hookups as far as sewage goes. So this is why we have to do this. But like I said, it's not bad if you have something down. Now y'all notice that's literally just shower water, so it's not the end of the world. That doesn't smell It's not sewage. Why, you getting a whiff?
No, I'm not breathing.
Oh. This part doesn't smell. I mean, you can see that's clear as could be. It's literally just soapy water from the shower or from your sinks. I let that stop draining for just a second. And then hook that bad boy up. Notice I didn't get pillage anywhere. Try to give that a good turn so it doesn't get kinked. And then let the black tank rip. Oh yeah.
There's so many spiders.
Gotta shake a little bit, get that extra built up poop, toilet paper or whatever. Whatever could be in there.
We typically don't poop in that one though.
No, we don't, but occasionally. Just the toilet paper. I mean, that, you know, you always want to buy RV toilet paper, like specifically RV toilet paper, but you know, it dissolves to a point. It doesn't dissolve completely. Always want to use your holding tank fluids. Your A for the smell, but B for the it helps break down solids. So, and RV toilet paper. So, one of the problems we ran into, I've always just used one of those, just, you know, you can buy them in like 6 or 9 packs or something of the RV fluid. I always bought those and just used one per tank because I've only ever had 30-gallon holding tanks. But when I upgraded and went into this 5th wheel, I've now got 58-gallon tanks, and I noticed that I was still getting a lot of solid clumps of toilet paper and stuff, so I just kind of doubled so now it costs me a little more money. I pour 2 of those tank treatments in every cycle, and it definitely seems to help. So go ahead and cut it off. And then, like I said, protect yourself a little bit. Get that cap ready. And now for the stinky part.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That right there.
Oh my God. Oh.
That is why.
Oh my God.
What?
It's so gross.
You've done this so many times with me.
I know, but I've never seen that part. It's never been like that.
Well, I probably took this thing off sooner than I should have.
I'm gonna vomit.
No, this adds for the character.
Oh my God.
This is good video right here. This is real RV, folks.
I wanna cry.
This is real RVing. If you're afraid of looking or seeing what you produce at the end of a long taco night,
a long taco weekend.
A long taco weekend, which we've had several of, it looks like. If you're afraid to see this, then RVing is, you know, you might want to think twice about it, because this is part of it. I mean, absolutely.
It's never been like that.
That's because we normally do this part a lot longer. I normally just walk away from it and let it drain for a while.
Yeah. Why is it like that? There's so many bees.
Yeah, but these are little bumblebees. They ain't gonna mess up with that. But this is a perfect example of why I said get a plastic tote. Because is it gross? Yeah, absolutely it's gross, but does it smell? Unbelievable. It's horrid. And a lot of people make that mistake right there. It goes everywhere, and it's very, very hard. Once that smell hits the dirt, it instantly absorbs. That is a hard smell to get rid of.
Told you there's lots of spiders, so if you don't like spiders, don't go in the woods.
There's spiders everywhere.
Oh God, that reeks still.
Smells glorious.
No, it doesn't. Are you taking that with us? So then we gotta use this thing to hook it up to the external tank and then put it in the ground.
So this is a 30 or 35 gallon tank, and I know this is like the most common size that a lot of people buy. Don't ever fill it up all the way because, well, it doesn't help that boys and their toys, I gotta have a nice lifted truck. So I shot myself in the foot there. But at 8.6 pounds per gallon, this gets heavy very quick. So, like I said, I've got 58 gallon tanks, and that's a 30 or 35. So on your indicator inside, when it hits like 3/4 or
1/3.
1/3, excuse me, had it backwards. When it hits 1/3, or I call it a quarter full, I just go ahead and do it. So now we make the trip. Don't have that adapter on your hose. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. It comes in like a 4-part kit. It comes with this piece to screw onto any hose, but this, just having this little thing, and there's nothing that really secures it, but and I've had this thing for years, having this, just this little extra thing with a little bit of a flange. There's a rubber donut that goes on there. It doesn't fit the dump station that we use here, but it doesn't make a mess, and it's a whole lot better than that thing just popping out and making a hell of a mess.
I can't imagine that.